another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. Um, I'm here. And first and foremost, I want to say thank you. Ooh, let me move this. I want to say thank you for supporting and being here. Let me get a piece of paper towel. I appreciate you. Hey Raymond, how you doing? Good to see you. How was your day, Raymond? Need to wipe the dust off of this. Man, I need to do better keeping this clean. How was your day? You doing good? I'm all right. I just came from the dentist. Can you see? Can you see your girl got her teeth cleaned? Yes. Um oh boy. So I have two orders that I need to fulfill, which I'm so thankful for. Um Hey Passions Journey, how you doing? Look at my teeth. Look at that. I just got them cleaned. It make me not want to eat nothing for the rest of the year. Let me tell you, that was the most painful tooth cleaning or teeth cleaning that I've ever had in my life. Oh my goodness. I was like inside I was crying. And then on the outside, she's like, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm in pain." She's like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry." I'm like, "You like digging with your whole entire might." Ooh, that was painful. My goodness. I said, "Well, dang, I'd rather have a root canal than this." I realized earlier today that after all this time, I was not your friend. Oh, thank you. Good to see you. Um, I appreciate you. So, how was your day, Passions? I feel like this is the second time I'm seeing you for the day. And look, I'm wearing our favorite color, purple. Um, I need you guys to help me as well. Ooh, doesn't this look delicious? Isn't it so cute? Isn't that cute? That is so cute, right? That is so cute. I gotta print that and just have it available. I got one for me to wear. I gotta print that too. Small. I got the small for me. I think I might rock this at the gym. Yes. So how was your day? Let me tell you how my day was. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. Work was quite busy today. I didn't get a chance to really play around at all, or even like post much at all today. So I worked. um, and then after work, as you already know, I got my teeth cleaned. So that was another thing. Ooh, what size is this? Oh, this is an extra large. Y'all think this is a cute color? It's a tank top. It's not my size though, but this right here, I'm really digging this. I'm digging this one right here. But it's not my size either. It's a large. I'm really digging that. This one I got for myself. So, I gotta print those. But mm, I need. This is the color close to lime green as possible. This is the close to lime green I could get. So that's that. I gotta print that, and then I have to print another T-shirt. Don't forget, guys. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, turn on your notification bells if you want. Give me a thumbs up or down, whichever one you prefer to do, because here at Be the Difference Clothing and Hello World, we want you to exercise using your free will the best way you know how. And if it means that you like what you hear or see, thumbs it up. If you do not like what you hear or see, thumbs it down. I have to start getting used to I'm not me. All of us, we need to start getting used to allowing people to exercise their free will, especially if it's not according to your desires or your plans. So that's my little spiel on that. So these are lodges. I gotta keep this on the side. What are these? What a purple at? There we go. Extra large purple. I have hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I need to make sure I'm printing the. All right, sorry about that. I had to make sure I was printing. You like that yellow? Yeah, right. I had to make sure I was printing the right size. So, so I said, you know what? While I'm doing this, let me go live and see what everybody's doing. Hey, Jace, wait, how you doing, sis? Long time no see. How you doing? Good to see you. One person wanted humanity first, and the other person wanted determined. So I gotta print that. And what really got me to come on today is because of something that I saw recently. Oh wow, these colors look cute together. That look really nice together. Um, so let's talk about drugs, y'all. If we're all honest, hey J Dog in his house. If we're all absolutely honest, uh, we've all been affected by drugs. Yes, no, maybe directly, indirectly. If you want to admit it, it's up to you, but you can admit it to yourself. We all have been affected by drugs. I mean, maybe some of us are in remission um, from drug use. I'm specifically talking about drugs because I know drugs, substance abuse could range. I mean, I know addiction could range from all types of things, but we're going to talk about drugs today. Because we need to. We need to talk about these things so we can start bringing it to awareness, and others can either heal from it, or maybe it might directly have to do with you if you're a person who uses drugs. I have a t-shirt that's called it's basically I have it as a RX on the website, but it states quite poetically, I don't need another prescription, I need love. Now, let's just say somebody, let's be fair about it, right? Somebody got addicted to drugs because of a prescription that they got. Maybe they were in pain and now they're addicted to pain pills. Now, that's rather unfortunate. And I'm sure that's a lot of people's stories. Like, for instance, I know I have football players who, after they retired from the NFL, that insurance stops. So we all know insurance is quite expensive if you are doing it as an individual versus as an employer paying for you. And this particular ex NFL player, he had quite a wealth. He was very notarized. He had quite a lot of notability, and he had a lot of money, but his money quickly diminished because of his addiction to drugs. And it was the pain pills that he got addicted to. And his life went spiraling out from that moment on. Then we have the recreational drug user. You start off as a recreation, then maybe something triggers, like maybe you have maybe a traumatizing event happens in your life, and that drug use or the or the drug use that you just were doing for play or sport turned into something more deep, right? And now you need a stronger dose. You need more of it, and you got to do whatever it takes to get more. I'm sorry, y'all. I had something else underneath this. So what do you do then? We address the situation. We have to. It's not just an American thing. It's not just a European thing. It's not just a world thing. It's not just a family thing. It's not just an individual thing. It's all of us combined. We have to start calling things out for what it is. And if you are a person who uses drugs for recreation, do you think you can detect when it's no longer a recreation, but something that you lean a little bit more on? More than just it feels good, but now it's like, I can't live without it. Can you stop? More likely, the answer is going to be no, because it attaches to your DNA and it becomes part of who you are. And when it becomes part of who you are and you lose that feeling, it no longer is just recreation. Now it's survival. So if you are using drugs as a recreation, cool. But know that the risk that you're taking could end up losing your life. And the lives of the people that have to surround around you or have to be around you to help you your through your addiction or through your remission. It's tough. Hey Hilda, how you doing, sis? I only take them when they're recommended to me by a licensed doctor. I know that's right. Hey Zaya, what's going on? You've never tried drugs as a recreation. I would say maybe don't even try it. Like, alcohol is a drug, guys. We gotta stop making it light. We have to stop making it lighter than what it really is. There is long-term harmful effects. I was watching another YouTuber. I was skimming off of YouTube, and this one, or was it TikTok? I think it was TikTok. I was skimming through TikTok, and this woman's belly was out here. She said, "No, I'm not pregnant. No, I'm not bloated. I have a liver problem because I'm an alcoholic." And how often do we go and check on our historical traits? How often do we check to see, like, oh, did uncle, did grandpa, did grandma, did my mom, did my dad? How often do we research the history of what triggers or what that genetic coding that's just passed on from generation to generation to generation to generation is? Because remember, I used to volunteer at a homeless infant shelter, and a lot of those babies were either under the influence of a heavy drug or under the influence of alcohol. And now they have to become detoxed through that. How fun is that to be an infant when all you should be doing is being an infant, to be held into hell, to be held and coddled and to be loved? But no, your first fight is an addiction that you didn't even ask for. You were birthed into it. We need to talk about these things. It absolutely is disheartening to see a potential person that has all of the assets that anybody could ask for. Perfect brain, not the perfect, but a functioning brain, capabilities off the chain, but it's getting swept away or got swept away because of a drug addiction, alcoholism, drugs. I even saw a couple documentaries, docu-series. There's one, I think it's a soft white bulb or something like that. Don't get me to twist it, but it's on YouTube. And they basically do interviews with people who are either living on the street, who are pimps, who are prostitutes. And I came across one story where the young girl wasn't even her fault. She was kidnapped by a family member and sold to a pimp. And the pimp locked her up in a closet. And the first thing he did was drug her up. And just from 15, started running trains on her. Sold her body. So now she's addicted to drugs. And in the documentary, she was talking about, like, she don't care no more. When she got freed from that situation, her dad even raped her. And then she said from now she didn't care. So she got the street and drugs. How many stories are like that we don't hear about? People absolutely had no expectation of their life turning out to that way. I honestly don't think anybody in their life or in their right mind is born. I want to be an addict when I grow up so I can be on the streets, so I can lose all my teeth, so I could stink and have a stench for days, so I could be the worry of all my family. Don't nobody grow up saying that they want to do that. But we need to talk about it. Maybe that might save your child, maybe it might save yourself. But while a person is going through their addiction, they don't feel it as much as the people who are watching, the people who have to babysit them, people who have to care for them. Imagine the parents who actually care about their children or child or children. And to see their child grew up to be something that you never expected. We got to talk about it. I know I know it's like a prerequisite that everybody once in their life is going to touch alcohol or try to smoke a little weed or maybe try crack, or I'm sure that's a prerequisite in a lot of people's lives. But why do you have to follow the trend of the rest of the world? If you see the result of that trend for a lot of people equating to disgustingness and just lifelessness, just death walking around. And yet you say it's going to be me. But if you checked your historical background, maybe it is you. Maybe you were the person who were born and your mom and dad gave you that gene of alcoholism or cocaine or whatever other substance. Maybe you did, and then you ended up getting adopted, and then your adopted parents maybe didn't know, or maybe they did and just didn't tell you where you came from. And you say, I'm just have one beer, and then that bear ends up ruining the rest of your life. Maybe that's a small percentage of what could happen to a person or to different people. I don't know. Hey, Patty D. Ooh, we have a member. We have a member. And it's Patty D. How you doing? Hey, Nicole, how you doing? Hi, Hershey Eats Good. Hey, I love that. Hershey Eats Good. That sounds like Hershey's. You see, like my teeth, y'all, I just got them cleaned. Yeah. I don't feel like eating none for the rest of the year, but I will. Yeah, I've heard of that excuse. It is part of growing up, but does it have to be? Nope. I didn't partake in that kind of experimentation, and I don't feel like I missed out in life. Oh, that song. It's true, passions. It's true. It's just like how we all believe that right after high school, you must go to college so that you can get a degree and be all that you can be in this great society. I'm not saying that further education isn't good. I'm not saying that at all. But it's not the route for everybody. And maybe it's okay for us to be okay with that not being the route for everybody. And it doesn't mean that they won't be as successful, right? Because remember, we measure success off of monetary gains. But what if their success was off of emotional gains and their success was off of other things then equated to financial gains? We got to start letting people move and flow with the way their life is supposed to be purposed for. Oh, yeah, this is hot now. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves and get to know each other. I'm just going to, make this. Did y'all hear about the 215 children found in a mass grave and the residential school as young as 3? Why? What happened? What? Nicole, who did it? I did not hear about that. You know I don't watch the news. Y'all my news. What happened? And where did that happen? He even moved out a few weeks ago. I miss my baby. Oh, wait. Right. My son graduated from high school last year. He wasn't sure what he wanted to do. He's working full time at his job. Oh, that's beautiful. I did a video on it, but debating on uploading. Oh, upload it. Like, we have to remember, while we're here to entertain each other and have fun, life still has a lot of serious situations that need to be approached and addressed. And if we don't start addressing these situations, we're going to forget that there are some serious aspects of life that we do need to talk about. Drugs is one thing. Now, that is great. It was Native children. What was, and yes, it does need to be talked about because any child is important. I am on TikTok now, guys. And the cool thing about TikTok is that you can easily share videos. And the other day, I know this is going off topic of the drugs, but the other day I saw the most inhumane thing I had ever seen in my life. Well, a few things that I've ever seen in my life. There were about 6 cops surrounded by one man. Man was on the ground crying, screaming. And the people around were just watching. You can't go up to no cop. 6 cops tasering this guy while he's on the ground, screaming at him to turn on his stomach. And they kept tasering him because he wouldn't turn on his stomach. And then one cop had a nightstick. And with all of his force, his probably 210-pound body force, he went bam right on his leg. And I heard it. And it was just like, that guy's leg probably had to break. And they still was screaming, turn on your back. To be a human being and to feel comfortable with taking a weapon and unleashing it with all of your might on another human being just because they're not complying to something that you're saying because they physically can't because you keep beating them up. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. And after he got beat down with that nightstick, they still tasered him because he wouldn't turn around. And the people that were recording, they said they already knocked his teeth out, his front teeth out. So you got broken teeth. Have you ever broken a tooth before? Down to the meat? That junk hurt. So you're already in excruciating pain. This somebody's beating you and tasering you. Why? He didn't have a weapon on him. He had on no shirt and shorts. And the guy looked about like 50, 60 years old. from the way the angle was. In a fetal front position, and they're just still beating him with the stick. I could not believe that. It's like, when has it been okay? I could see if it was one cop rustling and hustling with the one man, but it was 6 of you like this hovering over him, and you still beat him with all your might. And will they get reprimanded for that? No. Right is right and wrong is wrong. There's no way in the world, as if I was a supervisor over an officer, would I have condoned that behavior? Absolutely not. Suspension without pay. Because these city people who are putting tax dollars into your pocket are not paying for that brutality. That's why I'm not a part of those cultures. I could not believe it. Get my room. What could have possessed somebody to be that upset to beat somebody up like that? First thing you should probably think, if my child was in this situation, would I want somebody abusing my child like that? I don't have kids, but I'm already emotional about it. I don't care how old somebody is, they still somebody's child. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. We got to talk about this stuff. And to hear that 215 potential business people, mothers, fathers, were buried. Who did not see that? How could that go on? Nobody see it. Hey, Andrew. Like gang violence. Yes. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? Hey, Andrew. As a mama, I would hunt them down. I know you would. Hey, Panama City, how you doing? Good to see you, sis. That's very sad to hear, Marie. I didn't know until it spoke up. Hi, that backyard life. What's going on? Welcome to Hello World. We just chitty chatting. We talked about drugs. Now we covering, just general things that humans are doing, that we are doing to each other. That's just like, I don't know what you're thinking of. A nightstick, y'all. Have you ever gone like this with a nightstick? Not even half your force, just like bam. That junk sting. But to be like this, a grown 250-pound man, and I'm saying he 250 pounds because he was girthy, and to go with all your force and hit the man on the shin, you know that man leg broke. His shin broke. Ain't no way he gonna be able to stand up off of that. That's somebody's husband. That's somebody's father. You had on the ground, beating the heck out of him. I don't understand. How you feel comfortable doing that? You don't even have to try to justify it. The fact is, if 6 of you surrounded one man, it's no need, and y'all all grown men. That makes sense to me. And then you go home to your family and your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your whatever. You go home and y'all just chilling. How was work today? I don't want to talk about it because you can't You cannot absolutely go to sleep feeling okay that the fact that you just beat the heck out of somebody and possibly broke limbs, broke their teeth, and said, oh, job well done. Bunk that. Ain't no way in the world. That's why you don't want to talk about what you did at work. Because instead of you taking your anger out at some counselor and talking about what issues you have, you took it out on somebody else. And then when that's not enough, you can't abuse somebody at your job. You send abusing people at your house. Something wrong. I will never, ever condone the betrayal of another human body. Never. I will never, ever condone the tearing down of another human either. There's no excuse. If you don't like somebody, you don't like them. If you don't want to agree with them, then don't agree with them. But you don't have to talk about people until you never know. They may end up killing themselves. Not everybody's built for that kind of life. Oh, but it ain't your fault. They're weak, right? Well, don't get mad if you're suffering and burning in an inferno for the rest of your soul. This is the front. Oh, I can't even hit my shin on the coffee table. I know. Full force. I'm uploading it. You know, the troll will be out. So what, Life Nicole? I'm going to set it up for Sunday as a premiere. I'll be there. Please DM me when you start premiering it because you know how I am. You know how I am. I would have done just forgot. Y'all, remember I told you I had an interview? I completely forgot it that same day. Did you read what I wrote? Wait, what Panama say? Joy, I need another hoodie, purple, extra large with Be the Difference on it. My niece took your hoodie. Aw, a purple hoodie? You mean like this color? You mean this color purple? You mean this color? Or actual purple? Patty. I get real emotional, y'all, when it comes to human nature. I get real emotional because we should be so much further. I mean, I imagine you guys believe in something. I'm imagining. I don't know, and it's not my business to know. But I can't imagine if you were the creator of this world and you physically created, or, you know, not physically, but if you said it was okay for this person to be alive and you specifically had a purpose for them and they don't follow that purpose at all, how would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel if they got taken out of their purpose before they even got a chance to function and move in it? How would you feel? You know, you can't break that law of bringing somebody back alive. That's just not the human experience. It's not like that. We weren't built to be like, kill and then come back. Nobody's going to notice. Yeah, they got to notice. They had a whole funeral for you. So imagine that. Everybody hurts when we hurt each other. We got to stop. And it all is stemming from the topic of talking about drugs, which is very, 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 very tough to talk about. I'm just thankful that I never became addicted to any substances. I'm so thankful for that. Because I'm not saying that any one of us could have fallen prey to a substance abuse. Any single one of us. Any one of us. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find a back. A color back. I think I'm a... What color do I want to do this? That's a purple. Oh, I'm going to go with gold. I'm going to go with the gold. I'll just do gold. Where my scissors at? As if we didn't have enough time last year in 2020 when we all had to sit down and reset ourselves. And yet we still, there was a point last year that nobody wanted to touch each other because we were scared. But now we fearless because we thought we were going to die of COVID if somebody touched us. Now you don't care. You know, you want to walk around without a mask on and beat people down with a nightstick. Like, that's cool. How do you go home and be all right with that, hearing the dinging sound of a bone cracking because of what you did? How do you feel comfortable with that? I don't get it. I really don't. But no one is too far from grace, right? But you got to know that what you did was wrong. That's the first part. That's the first step. That's when grace is actually activated. Is when you know you don't deserve it, but you got it. And then you don't do what you did before no more. It's getting hot in here. Underarms all sweating. Underarms all sweating and whatnot. Bam. I like when I center things and they go just right. Dead on, right on. Dead on to the right where I was like, oh. It hit dead on. I saw a cute little hack today too that I'm probably going to try to do. I'm probably going to try to do that hack. Get me some magnets. I was like, ooh, hold on, chat going. Now, there is bird flu. Yes, that's transferred from bird to human in China a few days ago. I'm like, with this, will this ever end? No. Anything you post, sis Marie, I'm there and I'm here for you too, Joy. Thank you, Hilda. Oh, I like that. Amen to that. Exactly. Why do I read the chat like that, y'all? I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it. I just be like, ooh. I guess I'll be doing commentary. Ooh, that got to stay on. We have to start becoming uncomfortable with talking about things that are not as comfortable as we would like. I know I joke around a whole lot. We don't have that much time on this earth. And if we don't leave this world without knowing what love is and how to do that love when we don't want to, that's when you know it's love, when you don't want to. Not to say it's abusive. I'm not suggesting that at all. But what I'm saying is to love when it's impossible. That is something that humans are not built to do. But if you can surpass that, then now you're relating on a level of where your creator created you to understand at least one time in your life. And guess what? When you start loving when you can't or feel like loving when you can't or feel like you can't, then it becomes easier. And then other people start to understand what love is all about. And then just like how negativity passes quickly, so will that positivity. Just like wildfire. It's not impossible. Now, those men that beat that man down, absolutely, I am 100% upset with that whole situation. But if they would have come back and realized what they did was wrong and apologize and change their behavior and understand that they need to suffer repercussions of what they did and come back a brand new person, how can you not forgive that? How can you not? Oh, you say it's not possible? Then think about the many times that you've been forgiven for something that you deserve to be fully guilty of and fully stepped off the earth just because of something you did, right? And then we'll be doing something different than what humanity traditionally does. Oh, this is not good. Oh, we're going to have to apply some force. I'm going to apply some force to that because it's not. Oh, you know what it is? Because I'm running my mouth. All right, guys, let me concentrate on this real quick, and then I'll be back. Concentrate on that real quick. Because that's not acting right. It's never gonna end. You're right, it's never, but we can minimize it. We can minimize it. The one you have on. Oh, the color purple. Okay. I have to order that. Patty. I gotta first let me make sure they have it in stock, and then I'll order it. So I'll email you and let you know. All right, that's better. See what happens when you start concentrating on what you're supposed to do, right? It starts working. When you do what you're supposed to do, everything starts flowing and working. Okay. This is the front of it, and this is the back. Ooh. One. I appreciate you guys for being here and listening. This is something for all of us to. Oh, it would be this kind of purple, I think, Patty. It's a little darker than the one that I have on. Something that we all can benefit from, because drugs paralyzes communities, it paralyzes families, it paralyzes the person that's under the influence of that drug. It paralyzes, it creates generational curses. It paralyzes the production rate and also the gift that that person had. It paralyzes that all. It paralyzes the mother, the father, the sister, the brother, the aunts, the uncles, the kids. Why I turned that into a little twerk? Why I turned that into a little twerk? But if we don't talk about it and stop making fun of it, because drug abuse is always the butt of everybody's joke. It's not a joke, man. These are people are suffering. And there are people who absolutely don't want to be addicted to a substance. And they have a hard time getting help. And when they do get help, are people patient enough to see it through to their recovery? The consistent recovery daily, weekly, yearly. And once that's in your bloodstream, it's going to be hard to get rid of that itch, that desire that took over your mind, your body, and part of your soul. It's deep, y'all. This is gonna be sexy, y'all. This right here gonna be sexy. Ooh, I'm gonna love it. Ooh, I'm gonna love it. I already feel it already. Make me want one. It's making me want one. This right here making me want one. If you've never tried drugs, don't do it. It's not worth it. You want to feel some nostalgia, or you want to feel like a increase, go exercise and be sore. How about that? I don't get it too, you know? Like, it seems like a lot of people wine and beer and cigarettes and cigars Why is that like a cool thing? You understand? Like we present this like it's a cool thing. We got commercials. We got the Budweiser Bush horses looking all cute, trot along, being the face of alcohol, and we like, oh, that's so cute. We make the pictures on the bottles look so delicious. We make that Grey Goose and that vodka come down. We make this thing look so beautiful. But then in reality, you look at a YouTube video from the streets of Philly, because that's the last thing I saw. You got people like this. You got people like this sleep. Just leaning, leaning, leaning. Skin all torn up, teeth missing, eyes wide closed. And yet, and guess who's watching these commercials, y'all? The vulnerable, the people who may be in recovery, the kids who may have never tasted alcohol in a day in their life. And then nobody wants to say, well, you know, if you drink alcohol or drugs, this might happen to you. You may not like it in the beginning, but the taste buds will start to like it. Listen, y'all, your taste buds will adjust and like anything. I didn't like Brussels sprouts, but now all of a sudden I do. I ate enough, and now I like it. You drink enough, you're going to like it. That's what we do. We condition our bodies to stuff. I'm so glad I don't have a TV no more. I mean, I have a TV, but I just don't turn it on. Josh, how you doing? I really like that shirt you are wearing. Been reading parts of it when I came. Oh, somebody gave me this. It says, "Our roots are strong, the family tree." And then there's like, I think there's Bible verses on the back. Someone gave it to me because they have an initiative going on. I think it's the Homeless Not Nameless initiative. Some people in Washington, they're doing that initiative, and he was nice enough to buy. He bought a bunch of my socks, and he was like, "I'm gonna send you a T-shirt." So I was like, "All right, cool." This is what that looked like, came out looking like. And so, you know, I said I support people's initiatives. I support people's brands as long as it's something good. And so I wear it. I wear it so often. That's how you know I wasn't planning on going live, because it would have been a beat a different something. But I wear it. And then in videos, I wear other people's shirts. Like I'll wear Jill's Comfort Zone. I'll wear her shirt. Vern's Young Closet. She's definitely a great supporter of Be the Difference Clothing. And I wear her shirt in some videos sometimes. Like last year for 4th of July, I had her shirt on. For 4th of July. I had it on a couple of things. And then also I'll wear out, you know what I'm saying? And people are like, well, where you get that from? And I tell them. If they ask, you know what I'm saying? That's the power of influence. Not the power of influence, but that's the power of referral too. Just by you wearing somebody's product, you letting the world know that they exist. That's why I'm so thankful when y'all do that for me. When you wear my stuff. Life with Nicole Marie, she rocked the living daylights out of that. I hope it's so good. I try my best to make sure it stay good. I learn from the best, and I try to give the best quality as I can possibly give. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's not all 100% about making the money. It's about making sure that I can compete with the top brands out there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Supreme, all them people, Nike. Let's see what the chat's saying. I'm back. Oh, you laugh. I know. Hey, Abandoned Boys. How you doing? Salute to you, sir. Yep, either one of those colors will work. Okay. That is fine, Joy. You know I can't wait on my hoodie. Okay. I'm gonna be emailing you tomorrow. Be like, girl, I found. I don't like to wait. Nice. That came out nice. This was a random order too. I didn't even know who this person is. I don't know who this person is. So that's when you know your business is starting to move a little bit. When you get random orders. I'm appreciative of that. Definitely appreciative of that. At the end of the day, I'm not here trying to bash. I'm not here trying to bash anything that any one of us may do. You know what I'm saying? Because once in a while, I'll even, indulge in a drink here or there. Once in a while. But, so I'm not saying that, everybody should quit doing whatever. But what I am saying is that sometimes we don't think about the long-term effects and who it can affect. And the people who are absolutely suffering that we don't talk about or we don't think about. We just say, oh, that's so-and-so. That's just so-and-so. That's how they are. It's not when we see bad things happen. Like that guy that got beat up by 5 cops. Tasered. And all you could do is stand there and watch. You can't intervene. This is the front. Because then you'll get arrested and beat up too. And this is the back. Guys, what I found out recently, the current is really pushing the imagery over the net. So that means videos like what I saw can become censored to the point where I don't see it. So our awareness of these brutal beatings will soon become obsolete if the government passes that censory law. So we got to pay attention. We have to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? We sometimes go with what we think is favorite and what's going to sound good and look good, but it don't always necessarily mean that it's going to be good. I mean, we can't get no good. I just even saw a video. I don't know if you guys saw it on my community post a week ago. I just saw a video about the history of taxes. That's all I'm going to say about that. The history of taxes. The purpose for it. Go ahead and scroll on through my community post if you would like to. And you see the video that I posted about the history of taxes and something like that. Maybe it was, the title may not have been the history of taxes, but it has something to do with taxes. Ain't none of them exempt. Because if you really want to do good by people and see people prosper, you're not going to make it hard or unbearable for them to actually do something for themselves and for their families and for their communities. And to raise taxes without justifying an increase of pay and not obligating that for the employer, that's wrong. So you want to obligate, you don't want to recommend that the employer do the same thing too, right? Makes no sense, right? I'm just thinking about it now as we speak. So the system is designed as the way it was ought to be designed. But my thing at the end of the day is, as long as you feel like you lived a good life and that you're doing the very best that you can to put positive inputs or imprints of life into this world, then you are doing something amazing and great. Everything doesn't have to be a financial, like, yes. I mean, it's nice to have extra, but if your life doesn't give you extra, just know that what are you doing with what you have now? How are you handling that? Let me put this stuff away. Lastly, if you know of anybody who is suffering from any type of drug addiction or substance abuse, I would say, I'm trying to think of a word right now. Don't be the enabler for too long, because you'll end up becoming the cause of the systematic problem. It's easier said than done, I understand. But at some point in time, it hurts when healing starts. It always does. Shoot, y'all, this nice little paper cut at work today. Hold on. I got this nice little paper cut at work today. Didn't feel it. Then when I went to go wash my hands and put some hand sanitizer on, I felt it. It hurts, but it means it's healing and that the tissue is still alive. It's going to look ugly once it's scab over, but hopefully the new skin will make it go away. That's just the analogy I use with the drugs. Oh, Patty D, before I leave, y'all, look at these. Ain't that cute? Ain't this cute? Isn't this cute? It's a tank top. I only was able to get one. I don't think they have anymore. Like in this color. Well, they definitely didn't have. I don't know if I want to wear that because it might look a little too, I don't know. I just said, I don't know if I would. So I ended up buying this one for myself. And I said, I'm going to put this on in the gym. My little tie-dye. But they have tie-dye tank tops now. So I'm able to buy them and such. These tie-dye tank tops will be $20 because they cost a lot of money. $20 for the tank top. And I can print whatever be the difference message you want on there. But I love this one right here. I really love that color, the way it flow. I'm hanging in there, Michelle. Yep, either one of those colors. 100. I left because I was driving, but I'm home now. Oh, okay. I love that yellow one. Yes. If you want to order it, Passions, feel free to do so. It's $20 for the tank top. And if you want to look on the website and see what message you want, you could just go ahead and choose it and email it to me and let me know. I only ordered one of those. And you could just let me know if you want it. If not, that's going to stay there until I decide to print on something. And I do have an event. I have an event on Sunday. Today's Thursday or Friday? Today's Thursday. So I'll probably print on it tomorrow just to see if I can sell it. I'll probably print on that tomorrow. Yep. I'm going to print on both of those. No, the rest of them are t-shirts. Yeah. Yeah, because of the next day when I had to order, because the girl, the green shirt, the girl wanted me to specially order a size for her. So I had to order. And I in order for me to reach a certain quota, I was like looking online. I was like, oh, they got tank tops now. So I just ordered 3 of them. I love that yellow one. Oh, she said, those are cute. I like t-shirt or hoodie, no sleeves. I don't want that often. Girl, when you walking, you could be like, I got my arms out. I got my arms out. Look at my guns. I just made that up. Oh, man. I thank you guys. Oh, Lord, I didn't even know an hour went by. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let's keep the conversations going on about drugs, whether it be in your household or even a friend or another loved one. Don't be afraid to address the situation, because a lot of times fear will stop us from talking about the situation with whoever needs to be talked to about. So throw that out the door, because what has fear done for any one of us? Delayed the process of what could possibly be. And so many great things are right here in our hands, but we never grab it. They just be like sliding off, sliding off. And then one day you'll realize you grab a whole bunch of blessings. Then you put it in your soul. And you grab another set of blessings. Then you realize you have another set of hand. You have another hand. You grab it that way. And then all of a sudden your life is so grand. It's this beautiful thing called life. No matter how great or small the advantages or disadvantages that you have, physical abilities or non-physical abilities, capabilities that you have in your mind or not so much capabilities, you can have a joyful life with whatever you have. Not everybody's experience has to be the same. Your level of joy could be different from anyone else's. It doesn't mean that your joy isn't just as good. Let's stop comparing our life experiences with, well, if I'm not doing this, then I'm not living a good life. Guess what? Because that person's not doing what you can do, Harris. Grabbing hold of all of the great things that are right there waiting to grab. Stop letting all the great things that you can no longer grasp anymore. Because there are things in life that we just waited too long on and we can't grab it no more. Don't let that be you with too many of your life experiences, potentials. Grab hold of it. You are beautiful and amazing. There is no mistake about you. Every single thing that you've done in your life, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, does not mean that it's going to be ending that way for you. You can always make it better. And if it's better, you can always make it even more great. And if it's even more great, then you can make it amazing. There's no ceiling to the sky. So that means there's no limits to how happy you can possibly be. Yes, there's going to be bumps in the road. Sometimes you might trip and fall. But it doesn't mean that you can't get back up and start at that same ladder that you fell off of or tripped on. Be easy on your soul. We're not going to get it right all the time and as often as we think we can. But again, ask for help. Allow people to come in. Be transparent. Oh, and don't forget, follow me on my other social media platforms and tell a few friends about them. I post something different on each platform, okay? At least I try to. It's platform/BTD LLC. Any one of them you could type in, just put BTD LLC. You see that little icon? That's me. I appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of your time. Whenever you can and whenever I'm here. I thank you very much for listening. I'm thankful that we had a nice conversation about this. I hope it was some type of food for thought. Maybe it was just something that felt good for you. Maybe you're the person that's going through whatever. You are not alone. And it's not always your fault with the way your life turned out or is spiraling out. But you absolutely have the responsibility to yourself to do what you have to do to get better. What's this? Hey, underrated dog. I'm glad you made it too, and I'm glad we're connected now. But until we meet again, guys, my name is Joy from, no. My name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. If you want to purchase anything, I got the book launch on June 18th, 7:30. Come through for that. I have, it's the book called Reflections. Shoot, I don't have any more copies. I had some physical copies, but somebody sold them for me. So that's beautiful. So you can go on the website and you can order that book. And June 18th at 7:30 we'll do the launch, and that's like in celebration of Juneteenth. And what else do I have? Yeah, that's about it. But Again, just feel free to share and tell as many people as you can about Be the Difference Clothing. And it's not about a joy thing, it's about us. And the more that, shoot, the more that even if you've been inspired, the more that you can go out and inspire somebody else, then I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. It starts with me, and then it starts with you, and then everybody else will benefit from you. Whew, it kind of matches. Anyway, guys, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World. Yes.